Everybody, before we go into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's going on across the market. Yesterday I talked about in last night's update, if you're watching, about the bear trap going on in crypto. XRP was down. It went down to about 29,000. This morning XRP's up over 1,300 points from the swing low last night. We're at about 30,360 right now. XRP was down to around the 50 cent mark. Now we're flirting with the 52 cent level at about 0.5191. So we're got to take a very close look at Bitcoin and XRP. We'll take a look at DXY to see how it's looking this morning, and also the total crypto market cap. Make sure to hit that like button, as it greatly helps push me through the analytics, and it'll also help you stay ahead of the market conditions, as last night we knew this was a bear trap, and we knew we could expect a reversal in the short term. The Dow futures is up 27 points, S&P's up 16.25, NASDAQ's up 96.25. So a little bit of a push up right now in the futures market across the stock market. So I'm going to get into the update. Make sure to hit the like button, as it really does help push me through the analytics. And consider subscribing if you're watching my content, as we just went over 16,100 subscribers. Good morning, 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, we've had a bit of a reversal here. As we were predicting last night, we look like we're in a bear trap. So if you want to see the update from last night, which they only had 654 views, which typical. It's the emergency TA. XRP Bitcoin XLM forming bear trap is XRP XLM Bitcoin forming bear trap as Bitcoin XLM backtest channel breakouts. I would highly encourage you to go watch that update from last night, because it'll help you see when we were down at 29,200 and 300, and XRP was down at 50 cents roughly, and XLM was down at the 10.3 level. What I was saying last night about crypto, what I was telling everybody when the whole market seemed to have lost their shit, and everybody just assumed that we're about to crash back down. You have to look at where we're at. We're on top of very key breakout points. It's not just going to break down just because we want it to break down. The market's just not going to crash because we missed out on buying if you did. We're going through cycles right now until we break through very key support levels, and that was the channel breakdown last night. This pattern was nowhere near ending. When you look at the patterns properly and you look at the breakout points, where we came from, where we're going, where we've come from, we were stuck in this channel for a long time until we broke down this 28,700. This pattern's very bullish. We had a reversal. We had a retest of a breakdown. We never even came back to the channel to retest it. We never came back down below 29K. And now we've pushed back over that 30,000 resistance. So when everybody always asks me, well, how can you confirm a pattern breakdown? You have to watch the pattern actually break down. If you don't understand the pattern formation, it might have looked like a head topping. I talked yesterday how that was likely a neckline formed, and all we were coming to was to confirm the consolidation and then confirm the push back up. It was a very well done update yesterday, and I wish more people would be in here. I wish more people would take the time to share my content, but unfortunately that's not the reality of today's situation. In today's world, everybody's looking for a quick buck, everybody's looking for quick information, but nobody's willing to give the proper support, the proper credit, and the proper due diligence of sharing this content far and wide and joining Tom's army to help support this further on and help further the cause. I can only go as far as you guys can take me. So make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And also, we're going to start something new. When you're watching my content, share this to one person. Share this to somebody who's not enlightened. Share this to somebody who has to continuously watch the bullshit and FUD and get hammered in crypto day after day. Side note, if you're on Bitfinex, out. Been talking about it for a long time. They're under investigation. Algo, under investigation now as a security, so pay attention. Government's doing some shady shit. Looks like Algo's the next to go in the line of XRP, so just pay very close attention. So Bitcoin right now, we're above 30,000. We're going to look to break that 30,580. That would essentially give us a V-shaped recovery in a sense with the W reversal. And then we need to break over 31,000 and then the target remains. We need to come up here still, 32,700 range as the time goes on. If this happens on Wednesday of this week. This looks like to me still this could be one gigantic left shoulder building a heading, but it's only a neck formation. We need to come off to the proper head. That's what it looks like to me, but we won't know unless we break down or break up, but it looks like that's what we're going to try to trend to. It really does. So that's what I'm looking at, but if we were to get rejected here or up here, that would be a big no-no. And then ultimately, if we lose this area, you know this pattern's got a problem. Never lost this area, and now it looks like we could be building back up, but only time will tell. So pay attention to this update very closely, and pay attention to every update I put out because it has a building pattern. XRP is at 52.04, up 1.8%. Called out the bear trap last night, but now, listen, it's not necessary that this is a bear trap. We can get rejected at 52.22, and this could be all for nothing. But right now, we created a W reversal beautifully on the pattern formation, came up, retested the bottom. But XRP is in a very critical spot right here. We broke out of this pattern formation, put it out. It was up here for everybody to see yesterday. And we talked about how it looked like it was back testing. And this has been out, but it looks like it was back testing this formation. We had to break this very critical downtrending resistance, is all I talked about yesterday. It came down, never broke it, and now we're pushing back up. We're kind of squeezed right now. The 52.22 resistance, we've got this downtrending support line at about 51.20. So that's what we're looking at right now. And if we break that 51.20 and we weren't able to hold this, and we broke down any farther, we would have came down to the 50 cents. But we managed to hold this formation. Now we're on the outside of the formation looking to break up and out. 52.22 is on deck, and if we can get on top of that this morning, you know, we might be looking good. But what always happens Monday morning after a run like this? If you're not in yet, I can almost all but guarantee we're probably going to have some kind of consolidation. Might be a small consolidation back to Bitcoin to 30,000, and maybe XRP back to the 51.6 level. But I can tell you, this is likely not going to be your best buy-in spot now that it's rallied so much overnight. It typically always, when the U.S. comes online, they will quickly sell out so that a lot of people lose their nerve. And that's typically what happens week after week, month after month, day after day. We get a pump overnight during the Asian hours when we're sleeping in the U.S. Everybody wakes up 8, 9 o'clock. You get a quick 1 to 2% sell-off across the market, and then it just continues to rally higher than it started. So watch right now as we got up to the 52.10 level. See if we do come back down or if we tap 52.22. And if we can push back over, that's going to be our mainstay today. Can we break 52.22 with XRP? Or is 50 cents going to end up falling at some point? And then we're going to have to work our way back down to the 494 and ultimately the 482. Yesterday, the most important thing you could have picked up out of my updates was the 482 level on XRP. That's where the inverted head and shoulders needs to hold so it's not invalidated. If that would have happened, then the weekly head and shoulders would have played out, and that's on the right arm. That will continue to play out unless we come up and break the actual head and shoulders, which is a long ways up. Now this right arm can continue up, and we could even hit 80 cents. We don't know. But we have to watch the patterns properly. The thing that I can't stand is watching all the FUD and everybody losing their shit every other day. Pattern's still valid. Talk about the inverted head and shoulders back here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Came up. Now we created a pattern formation that could have broke this down and then invalidated this inverted head and shoulders had we have broke the 482, but we did not. Now we're pushing back out. So that's what we're looking at today. Our next resistance would be 55.85 after 52.22. If we fall back down, 51.20 is what we're going to try to hold. And then real quickly, the DXY. DXY is at 101.716. It's down from the 102 spot 20. What did it get up to? 102 spot 22. Failed the cup and handle, and now it looks like it's got a bearish cross started here on the bottom side of the 200-day, it looks like. So this very well could come back down like we talked about yesterday to reconfirm the 101 spot 162 to see if there's any kind of longevity here. If not, and we break that down, we'd come back down to 100 spot 34. If we hold, if we do fall down to the 100 spot 16, as it looks like we just might, as that looks like a topping reversal and probably a bear flag formed, we could bounce back up to 102 spot 605, so we have to pay attention to that as well. Make sure to hit the like button if you got anything out of this update. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the over 16,100 subscribers. If you want to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, in the video description below and or pinned comments, there's a way to trade XRP, your Internet of Things coins, and so on with no spot fees on the buy and sell. And you can futures trade up to 250x longing or shorting the market. That's MEXC and or BITGET. And if you want to join Tom's Army or show some support, that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag butt assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, but that was the point.